Hello, hi. Oh my god, it is the third Saturday of Project Lifesize. We've been going solid for 3 weeks straight, and it has been an amazing ride. I can't believe it, we've passed 400 subscribers now, so we're charging to the top, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you everyone who subscribed, and yeah, it has been really, really great to be here and to talk to you and get to know you all. So this week's topic has been, what is your best compliment and what is the worst insult you have ever had? Now, I've been thinking about this all week. How do I answer this? Because I'm sure every chubby girl knows, I have gotten a heap of insults in my life, and I have also gotten a lot of compliments too. So to choose the creme de la creme, the best of the best, what has been the ones that have sticked with you, or me, I should say. I shouldn't talk in the third person. Is that third person, or is it projecting? I don't know. I'm not an English major. I should ask someone else on this channel. My greatest... Alright, let me think. My greatest insult was probably when I was about 22 and I went to the Gold Coast in Australia, which is sort of like the equivalent for Florida to schoolies, to school-age kids or college kids, spring break, they go crazy, they go to Florida. That's what the Gold Coast is in Australia. So of course I went up there. I was in university and yeah, I had a great holiday. And I'd been on a bit of a health kick. I'd really been trying hard to, do the right thing and be active and eat fresh, produce and be really, really healthy. So I was spending the morning swimming laps in the hotel pool. And all of a sudden I feel this plonk in the pool, like next to me, and I look over and it's a condom wrapper. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up and about 4 stories up, there's a group of teenage boys leaning over the edge, drinking beers, flashing themselves at me, yelling, "Fat bitch, get out of the pool, fat bitch, get out." It offended me. But I always believe in getting even. Not in a cruel, vindictive, like heartless bitch, I'm gonna go psycho on you kind of way. It wasn't acceptable. That behavior just wasn't acceptable. So of course I ran down to the hotel room and dogged them in and, put on a little victim act, like, and they said they didn't have cameras, to actually see what happened, but they could see when they went out to the pool, they saw the condom wrappers around the pool, and they look up and they see like half-naked teenage boys like leaning over the edge. They got the hint. And so within 10 minutes, those teenage boys were all trumped out of the hotel. And I heard one of them complaining that, "Oh my god, my mum paid for this hotel. We got nowhere to stay." Because I think they all lived, way far away from the Gold Coast. And none of them had any money. So I felt really good about that. I just think, you should be accountable for some things like that. And that was, it wasn't a good memory though. The lesson to learn from most insults is simply just to keep on trucking and ignore it. Or take them aside and just say, hey, it's not acceptable. Everyone should be held accountable. And as for my greatest compliment, wow, I get a lot of compliments, and that's not me just being, all, oh, I'm so good. No. No, my greatest compliment that I get every single day I get this wonderful compliment. I look at my boyfriend and I say, I love you, and he smiles and he says, I love you back. It's so corny, isn't it? I think the best compliments that I get are ones where they say, I like what you're doing a really good job, keep on doing it. I'm a fan. I'm not going to get into the whole thing because you all know the spiel. You know why I'm here. You know why. I know why you're here. Pretty much the same thing as me. So I really take positive encouragement as the best possible compliment you can ever get. When people come forth and notice what you're doing and want you to keep pursuing it because they think you're doing a really good job. And it's not just on YouTube, I get that at work too. I'm so lucky. I have this little piece of hair that just wants to creep forward like that. It doesn't want to stay put. I have unruly hair days, that's all I can say. I think that's my blog for this week. Next week I think we're going to be touching on quite quite an interesting topic. One of our subscribers and one of my friends, her name's Subgal80, I think it is, I'm not sure, I should check. But she's from Newcastle, England, not Newcastle, Australia, where I'm from. BBW pornography. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? So I'm not going to answer that right now, but as you can see with a big smile on my face. But yeah, I'll probably talk about that next week. So if you want to stick around for that one, it's a bit R-rated. But yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay, bye!